Alright, welcome back to another tutorial for Precision Baseball. In this video we're going to cover something a little bit small, but it's related to base hits and when you're getting a hit. So if we look at our cards again, we can see our cards here. Let's zoom out just a little bit. When we look at our cards, and if a hit comes off of a single, double, triple, or home run, or the hit comes off of the pitcher card, there's just some sort of hit on the play. When we roll to determine the hit type, ooh, we almost got it right here. But if it were a three of a kind, so we read them like this. If it were a three of a kind, either here, so 777 would be a single. A 777 would be a double if you hit it off the pitcher card. So if we have a roll of three of a kind on the roll that determines the hit type, which would be the very first roll if it's coming off the batter, or if it's coming off the pitcher card, the roll to determine the hit type here. If that's a three of a kind, then that triggers a range check. It triggers a range check if there is a fly ball, a line drive, or a blooper. So those are the types of hits. If we look at our hits here, we say bloopers, line drives, ground balls. So I think that's bloopers, line drives, ground balls. Off the wall in left field would be considered a fly ball. Fly ball here to left center field. So fly balls do come in. And if it's one of those types of hits that's in the air and the fielder could possibly make the play, then we have a range check. And the way we do a range check is we look for the player's range, and let's say the outfielder is Chris Singleton. His range is a 0. So Singleton's range is a 0. Let's say we have a dying quail line drive to left field. We want to see did he make the play or not. So what we want to find is we want to find our range chart that's located with the errors and the base running. So I print mine front and back, and on the back side just under the double plays is a chart called range. Now when we're looking at range, we need to find the player's range up here, and then we need to roll the 3 D10s, and then we'll check to see was the play made or was it a base hit. So those are the two options that we have here. You can see the key here. So we have a player who's a 0 range, and if it's a 361 to a 710, he is going to range and make the catch on sort of that blooper single. So we roll our dice. We have a 199, and if we look on our range, we see that 199 falls here. It's red, and red means it's a base hit. So that's how you can cover the three of a kind if it should happen on a base hit. Then it's going to be exactly like it would normally be. So we figured out the hit type. Let's say it's a blooper down the left field line. He did not get to the ball, and it's going to fall for a base hit. So that blooper down the left field line is just going to stand. Whatever the roll, the hit direction and location that you rolled for, whatever that is going to stand. So the reality would be roll for the sequence would be, okay, it's a single. I'm going to roll for the hit direction. That would actually be a blooper down the left field line. I'm going to roll for the hit direction and what fielder is going to get to the ball. And then I'm going to roll and see if there's a range check on the play. And on top of that, you could roll to see was there an error. There's no error with that roll. So you can do a few different things there with the base hits and determine what exactly happened on the play. But three of a kind should always trigger something in your mind. there might be something special here. There's a few times when it's not applicable and nothing happens, but there are many times when that kind of leads you down to some more specific or very detailed plays. So that is how to determine a range check on a base hit.